Welcome back to Kato Living. Stacy and I joined with Jeff and Heidi from the Pengilly bus cruiser. That's new. Am I saying that correctly? It's new this year?
Yes.
We started in 24.
24,
Yeah.
okay,
Wow.
so it's still a baby. So
Yes.
tell us what the Pengilly's bus cruiser is.
Yep, it's actually Pengilly's Cruiser Bus is what
Okay.
we named it. It started out with, Jeff had some issues with drinking, and I really want to kind of include that because
Right.
our family, our kids, our adult kids, we've been here, they were like, we got to do something. And so I encourage everybody to like seek that help. He sought that help and realized that he needed something to do with his time, some purpose in life. Our kids are adults, now we have grandchildren, and so that would look like starting, he's like, we don't have sober transportation in town. Like, really don't have that. He found the bus. I worked on the registration of it.
A lot of work.
Yeah. It's a lot more work than it.
Really is.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't just
And-
start the bus and get going, you know?
Right, doing all that and being in recovery, then part of that healing is probably helping other people,
Absolutely.
I would assume.
Does that make it easier for you knowing that you are taking care of people and making sure
Yes.
that they are safe?
Right.
Yep. I enjoy it. I just love, making sure everybody gets home and it's like, I don't know, just love it.
Yeah.
That's super cool. So when you guys, how did that idea really come up? Was it like, hey, we need to take a step back and realize where we are at in life with having grandchildren now and your kids are growing like you had mentioned, but it's like, there's a lot of life yet to live. There's a lot of memories I want to experience. How was that conversation maybe transpiring?
Well, it's just, I don't know, like I said, I had that problem and then I just kind of like, whoa, we got grandkids, I got to slow down here. And then, we moved and I said, I got to get out of this area. And so we moved to Upper North and got away from everything. And then, just bought the bus and, hey, we should probably get something going here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. 'Cause
Doing the weddings and stuff, so.
starting a business is a huge undertaking.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have an 8-hour workday.
No,
What does your workday
it's-
look like?
Oh, it's about 15 hours.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought so.
We're
Launching a business is
We're
tough.
still running our full-time jobs
Yep.
besides running a business. So yeah, our days are very much consumed by both things, but it's been a lot of fun and going out on the adventures people take us out on. I mean, we can do anything. It's, the transportation for bachelorettes or it's wedding transportation, but we've also done corporate things where, he actually got to go out on the runway with the airplanes out at the Mankato airport.
Really?
Cool.
And he's like,
Yep.
I'm out there, this is
Yeah.
fun. And some of the places that people are taking us, usually we go together.
Yeah.
And so it's like we're part of going and taking
Part of
that
the group.
adventure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really cool.
So what's maybe one piece of advice or one thing that you would want people to know when it does come to your transportation services? If you had to be like, hey, just so you know, we do want you guys to be aware of this when it does come to Pengilly's cruiser bus.
I think just contacting us, just letting us know what you need. I've had some people that have rode on buses before and have an idea what they want to do, but then I've had other people that are like, I've never been on it, but I want to do it, but how do we make the stops and that kind of stuff, so.
Is it tough to drive too? Because I was thinking, wait a minute, I don't know if I would be skilled enough.
Sometimes when you get a lot of people and everybody wants to shift to the back, the way back.
Oh, right.
So then the wait.
Yeah.
So,
Where
yeah.
the cool kids are. That's always
Yeah.
the thing. You
And then
remember
it's
that?
Okay, whoa, I don't know if that's true or not,
More
but-
recently for him,
Yeah.
the back of the bus. Okay.
Or else they all want to stand up and then the weight starts moving around.
Yeah.
Right.
So what about the advice for maybe starting the business or people like that? Maybe you're like, hey, I do have a full-time job, but I do want to start a business here.
I think, relying on your family and friends.
Yeah.
We really relied on our family and friends. We've had good friend Dan and Andrew, they'd put the logo on our bus. Our friend Mel, she worked on creating the logo. We're like, we want certain things. Our kids have been huge with, promoting us. His mom, my sister, were like, hey, what do I got to do on this?
Right.
'Cause
Yeah. Right.
Here's this other quote I need to do, but what do I say? These people have been just amazing. And part of the fun thing too is we get to take our kids out on the bus, adventures too. We all get to go together when we're going out to eat sometimes, so it's been fun.
and leveraging all of their talents and making it work. That's
Yes.
cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be expanding? Are you hiring drivers, or how does that look? I mean, you're like one day at a time.
He has high hopes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want a bigger bus.
Oh, yeah,
Bigger
there you
bus.
go.
There are a lot of things that go into it, more insurance,
Yeah.
different
Yep.
requirements. It's very much on the DOT, like federal motor carrier.
Yep.
We actually registered interstate because if you want to go across the state line or if you want to take somebody to the airport, you have to file as an interstate.
Right.
Gotcha.
So all these things that.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So if people were interested in maybe contacting you guys, where could they do that?
Pengilly's Cruiser Bus on Facebook. It's a great place to follow us. I post a lot of where we've been. People love watching that. We just got our website. It's in progress, but my son-in-law was just helping me with that.
Yep.
So we do have pengillyscruiserbus.com.
Okay.
And yeah, look for
Awesome.
our bus in town because it has our phone number right big and
It's
bold
plastic,
on it.
yep.
Yep.
There.
And give you a wave.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Give
let
me
us
a
know
wave.
anywhere you want to go because
Yeah.
there are so many places that I'm looking at doing probably a thrift and sip coffee and
cool.
thrift store. And people have been asking about it, so I'm going to try to get that going too.
That's
Right.
awesome.
And what does pricing look like? Say you want to do a girls' day trip or something like that.
Generally, it's $150 an hour, and we do 4-hour minimum bookings.
Okay.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
Super cool.
For a fun group.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.